Hi everyone, welcome back to Sashay Away with Barry. I am here and I am about to talk about RuPaul's Drag Race UK Series 2, Episode 3. Um, I don't know the name of it, but I'm gonna say who wore it better because that's kind of the whole gist of the challenge. We're gonna make up that name and I'm gonna look it up and post it on here correctly. But that's what I'm going with right now. Who wore it better? This is episode 3. We've gotten rid of 2 queens so far, Joe Black and Cherry Valentine, both who I really, really like on the show. So I don't know where this show is going. I can't predict anything anymore, honestly. Um, yeah, who knows what's going to happen? And that will continue at the end of this episode as well. Who knows where we're going? But first, I want to remind you all to follow me on the Instagram at SASHAYAWAY with Barry, SASHAYWITHBARRY. And you can toot and boot along with us the looks, and I am going to actually put them up tonight from the photos that I have. So look for them there. They will be there for 24 hours, depending on when you see this. So it is Thursday night here. You'll probably have until like Friday night, 11 p.m. on the East Coast in the United States. Adjust your time zones accordingly, but they will be posted there. I'm going to post them as soon as I am done with this video. So you can find them there. Sashay Away with Barry on Instagram. They are in the Insta story, not on my actual Instagram page. They're in the story. And you get to toot and boot with us. And I post them on my website, which is sashayawaywithbarry.com. So you can see all the results there. The looks are there, and then the results are posted along with them in these videos as well. So you can find pretty much everything. If you're watching, if you're listening on the podcast form, all the podcast links are there as well. So you can take your pick and play along however you want. They are, when you go to the website, sashayawaywithbarry.com, there are pages, and the UK are under the international page, obviously, because they are international to me. So that's where you can find all of that information. I also do a fantasy league, so you can see the results there as to what's going on. This is just kind of a quick fantasy league because we're doing a major one for the US one, so I didn't want to go crazy with this UK one, but it is there, and I'm not doing well, but I never do well on these. I do them every season, and I have never won. The closest I came was 3rd place one season, and I believe that was an all-star season. So, you know, while I'm talking, I'm going to take a sip of my wine from the Ho goblet because I'm thirsty. And I like wine. I hope you're drinking along with me if you are of age and so inclined to do so. If not, grab a snack. We're going to be here for a little bit. This is going to be a pictorial podcast, not podcast, pictorial video. If you are listening on a podcast, you're not going to see the pictures, but I'm going to talk about the episode based on these photos. So you can always go to my YouTube page, which is BHBrown13, BHBROWN13, and find it there. If you don't care that you're missing the pictures because you watch the episode, then enjoy the podcast. But here we go. I'm going to share my screen right away because we're going to jump right into it. Our mini challenge I jumped right way into it. Our mini challenge this week was a Limbo Contest, and they had 15 minutes to get into quick carnival drag. That is why you're seeing these costumes that are happening. I'm leaning in because I'm looking at my screen a little closer. No other reason. And these were our final 2. It was Veronica Green and Taste that made it to the lowest bar on there, and they both fell. So we didn't have 1 winner, we had 2. I don't know if they planned on having 2 or if it just worked out that way because they both fell on this one. Pretty much, I mean, they showed it simultaneously, so they fell basically at the same time. I'm sure they did them separately because there was only 1 bar, but they are our co-winners. And their prize is that once they pair up into teams, which we will look at in a moment, they get to assign the boxes to the teams, and the boxes are colors for the main challenge. But these are our 2 winners. I have to say that in this picture, Tace looks like Priyanka. It's the same smile and teeth. Yeah, she looks like Priyanka to me in this picture. Obviously, we caught it at the moment that Veronica had her eyes closed because Ru was making some kind of joke. But our teams they had to pair themselves up with their favorite, their best friend. And so we have Sister and Jenny Lemon, and they get their boxes that they are assigned are the pink boxes. Not bad. Veronica Green and Tia Coffee, and they got to, Veronica got to pick her box for her team, and she picked green. Tia wasn't sure why she picked green because she knows Michelle hates it, but that's what Veronica chose, and her name is Veronica Green. So we know that she looks good in green. So there you go. Tace and Ahura are paired up, and Tace gets to pick the box, and of course she picks black. I don't know why they had a black box. They should have had all colors, but I don't know why the other team, I don't know, I think Veronica Green picked first. Other than she likes green, I don't know why she didn't pick black because it is the easiest color to work with. So Tace took it instead. Our next couple is Astina Mandela and Bimini Boulash, whose name I will never tire of saying. And they are assigned the blue boxes. So they get to make outfits that are blue. And our last pairing is the Scottish Queens, and that is Lawrence Chaney and Ellie Diamond. I forgot her name for a moment. And they are not assigned, they are given the last box, which is gold. I just want to comment here on Lawrence Chaney's quick drag. It may be my most favorite quick drag ever to come out of it because it is just bananas cuckoo crazy with this red and green Christmas bikini that she's wearing. You can't even see the bottom of it, but she put this amazing necklace on with it, this hideous green hair, and then a red and green headpiece. It's just so cuckoo bananas that I just can't get over it. And she painted her face white like a clown. So bravo to her. So our challenge is that they are going to be pitted against each other. We're just going to leave it on this picture because I'm going to talk about it. And they are given identical boxes, each team. So based on the colors, the identical fabrics and accessories and, you know, little accoutrement to make their outfits. And they have to make outfits. They don't have to be matching. They're just made of the same materials that they're given. And then they will be pitted against each other on the runway. And it's a who wore it better challenge. And we find out later after Ru does her walkarounds that the winners of each group will be the winners, and a winner will be picked from that group. And then the losers are all eligible for elimination. This scared me because I was like, I do not want a 5-way lip sync. Anything over 2 is hard to watch. So a 5-way would drive me bananas. But we later found out that that's not true, that it does go down to just 2 from the bottom looks to lip sync for their life. But that is at the end of the show. So they are going to start working on their outfits, and we find out that Taste doesn't sew. We knew that going in. She said it in her Meet the Queens. Tia also doesn't sew. Ahura is a designer, so this is a good challenge for her. Both of these queens sew here that are on the screen, Lawrence Chaney and Ellie Diamond sew. Jenny Lemon says she has sewn by hand, but doesn't know how to use sewing machine, so I'm gonna say she does not know how to sew. And her partner, sister, does know how to sew. And our last group, which was Bimini Boulash and Astina Mandela, I think they both said they can sew, and it kind of looked like they both could as well from the challenge. But let's move on. On the runway, this is RuPaul looking stunning in this giant afro wig, which I am obsessed with, in this little teeny tiny dress. You can't tell from this picture, but she was barely covering up her lady parts when she was walking down the runway. It was very risque, but it's a really cute dress. I love the orange and pink colors together. The fabric is, the print is really cool. Of course, she looks stunning in this. So bravo to RuPaul. Our other judges are Graham Norton, Michelle Visage, and Jordan Dunn. I didn't know who Jordan Dunn is, so I looked her up, and she is a model, and she is stunning. And this dress thing that she is wearing, this art that she is wearing really is gorgeous. She looks so beautiful here. I'm surprised Ru let her stand next to her, but you know, it makes a better picture with the steps going down. And she was a good judge as well. She had a lot of good things to say. So she can come back anytime she likes. I approve. Our first pairing on the runway is Tace and Ahura in black. So these are them side by side. I'm going to talk about them individually, so I have individual photos. But these are their black looks. Ahura did help Tace in the workroom because Tace does not sew. So Ahura did help her some. She claims that she did not make the outfit for her, but she did help her with it. Says she doesn't want to take claim. She doesn't want to claim it because it looks like shit. I don't think it looks that bad, but it is not good. Here's Tace. I think it's supposed to be a deconstructed look, I guess. And I guess she did it that way because she can't sew, so she tried to make it that way. So it's like held with safety pins in places, which is very punk rock and very cool. I actually really like the shape of this, but it just doesn't look done. I mean, it looks like she doesn't know how to sew. The headpiece is cool, but she did just do horns. I don't know if that's actually her hair. I think it is her hair, but she did just do it very recently. She did it a little different with the rhinestones in it to try to trick everyone. It didn't work. It's not bad, but it's just not well done. If she knew how to sew, or if she had someone sew it for her, it probably would have been great. Ahura is our resident designer, and she did a catsuit with a coat. You can't really see too much on this silhouette of it, but she has really big puffy sleeves. The wig and the beret really go with this outfit. It was a really smart look that she did. She looks really, really good. I thought the legging part of it was going to bother me with the sheer fabric with the rhinestones. It doesn't bother me that much. It looks a little weird because it cuts her leg off with the black fabric going into that. So maybe I would have done it with all of that, or I know she probably didn't have time, but maybe rhinestone legs all the way up into the black, or just get rid of the black and use that. But I know her fabric was black, so that's what she had to use. But yeah, it just looks like it cuts her leg off because the fabric is so stark. But she looks great in this. She did a great job this week. Our next pairings were Ginny Lemon and Sister Sister. Ginny Lemon is unrecognizable in this photo. You would never guess that that was her. Ru challenged her to put on some body, which meant hips and boobs, which she did and paraded around the workroom and was having a good time with it. And her face looks great without the glasses. She did a good job this week. So good for her. I'm gonna pause and I'll be right back. I hope that worked, everyone. I don't really know, but my dog was wanting to get out, so I had to go let her out. She was locked in the bedroom. And she was asleep, but now she's awake, apparently. But this is Ginny Lemon and Sister Sister. Ginny Lemon, again, oh, there's the dog again. Pardon me, everyone. All right, I think we're back for good this time. I don't know. We'll see. I hope I didn't mess up this recording. But we're going back to our screens. Back to Ginny Lemon. Without her glasses, she's unrecognizable. And this is something that she would not wear, other than we have the yellow hair and the yellow tights. So she did keep that in there. This dress is awful. It is a tube dress. She basically sewed 2 pieces of fabric together to make a dress. It has no shape. You can see when she puts her hand there that she does have shape. It doesn't show in the dress when she's just standing there because it's just literally a tube. She needed to contour it as well, which she did not do, and she does not sew. We get that. I mean, I wonder if she sewed this by hand because she says she doesn't know how to use a sewing machine. And if she did, good for her, because that would take a while. Sister Sister, on the other hand, made this really cool jumpsuit kind of scrunchy pant thing. I really like it. I think it's cool. You can't really see all of her sleeves, but they're big and flouncy. I love the hair and the bow with this. The blue face I don't think we need, but I know that she likes to be a little kooky and weird. So she just threw that in there. This just shows you the difference that someone who can sew and someone who can't. And choice of fabric is crazy because these are literally two completely different shades of pink. One knew what she was doing and the other did not. I didn't talk about them separate. I did talk about them separately. I just didn't go to the photos, but there's Ginny Lemon looking sexy and sultry. And there's Sister Sister there. You can see her sleeves a little more in this picture. And she has good body in this. She looks really, really good. Oh, I didn't say, but Ahura won her race, her pairing, and Sister Sister won her pairing, of course. Our next group is Veronica Green and Tia Coffee, and they are doing green, and we are getting two very different looks. Yeah. I'm going to talk about them individually now, because this is Veronica Green. She is very, very lucky that she was partnered with Tia Coffee because this look is not great. It is not, there's nothing groundbreaking or fancy or new about this. It is literally a skirt and a top. That didn't take much work. And maybe she's not a great sewer. Maybe she, I don't know, maybe she is. She did line it, so that's a good plus there. And then she created this like cape sleeve thing, which looks weird. So I'm saying she's very lucky that she was paired with Tia Coffee, because I think if she was paired with someone else, she might have lost with this look, because it's not great. It's just the better of the two. Speaking of poor Tia Coffee, I love her wig. That's the one nice thing I will say about this outfit. This outfit is so bad. She changed her mind halfway through. She was going to do some kind of almost, it sounded like a caftan hippie kind of thing with some fringe on it. I wish she would have done that. She switched it to a circle skirt, which I don't know that this is really a circle skirt because it has all those points on it. A circle skirt is literally you cut out a circle and wrap it around your body. And it's a circle skirt, and you put a hoop under it so it kind of sticks, not a hoop, but crinoline under it so it sticks out, kind of like what Veronica Green wore last week on her first look before the reveal. This top is very basic. She tried to make it pretty with that hideous green fabric as a trim. It's just bad. The wig is actually really good. This is her best wig that she's worn. It looks really cute with the bow in it. It's just, this dress is bad. And because of that, she was our loser this round, and Veronica Green was in the winning round. Next up is Estina, Mandela, and Bimini Boulash. They went completely different directions with their looks. Astina is giving us what she called an anime look, which looks not really like anime to me. And Bimini is doing stripper glamour, I believe she called it. And I am here for it. This is Astina, and she has her long hair, which is what she wanted to do for the anime look. The dress is so basic. It looks like a skating costume, and that is immediately what Michelle said about it on the runway. Her legs look amazing, and that's what she was trying to show off, which good for her. They are oiled and fresh and clean and look great. Her face looks good. The hair, I didn't even mind it. I like the two long ponytails. It did not scream anime at all. So it was not great. It looks like a costume and not a great one. On the other hand, Bimini Boulash giving us her stripper glamour. This is gorgeous to me. I think this is really cool. It fits her style. I am in love with this wig. This wig is so, so good. It made me so happy to see it on her head. The placement of the little fascinator or clip or whatever it is, flower, is perfect. Her face looks good. When she turns around, it's the complete mesh fabric, and so you can see her ass hanging out with like a thong. Oh, so good. One of my favorite looks this week. I thought she had a chance of winning, and I really, really like this look. Bimini was obviously the winner of this round as well. Our final grouping is our Scottish queens, Ellie Diamond and Lawrence Chaney, and they had gold, clearly. They went different directions. Ellie said that she was doing a Marie Antoinette look, and Lawrence Chaney is doing a very, very Mae West kind of styling. But starting with Ellie Diamond, everyone was confused by this look. It does not look like Marie Antoinette because it doesn't have the the cages on the side. I think if she had just had those, it really, really would have worked for this look. But Michelle thought she was a wench, a pirate kind of wench. I can't remember what Graham Norton said, but then Jordan Dunn said she looked like Beyonce. So it was all over the place and not at all what she was going for with Marie Antoinette. It's not a bad look. She was just unfortunate to be in a group with Lawrence Chaney, who did slightly better. If she was up against anyone else, she would have been on the top, I believe, with this look or something similar to this look. But she looked great. I mean, her makeup is always fantastic. Her wigs are perfect. And the outfit is good. Even though it's a bodysuit, it's an interesting bodysuit. And I love that she put the gold on her boots to bring it down there. Very well done. But a little better was Lawrence Chaney with her Mae West interpretation. This is a great dress. I don't know that this is the most innovative and exciting dress, but she looks great in it and she made it. So bravo to her. It is kind of two pieces put together of different fabrics. They go really well together. I love the bow in the middle. I love the shape of her body. She must have the biggest hip pads in the world because her body is so good. And this wig looks great with it. And she added the gold into the wig to make it, to all tie it all together. Bravo to you. And then we find out that Lawrence Chaney is the winner of this group and also the winner of this challenge. So good for her. She wins her repeater badge and nothing more. That's all. So that leaves us with our bottom girls. And that is Tace, sister one. Tace, Ginny Lemon. Oh my God. Astina Mandela, Tia Coffee, and Ellie Diamond. It gets, obviously Ellie Diamond was safe. Tace was immediately sent back as safe as well. So it brought us down to Ginny, Tia, and Astina. And then it was really kind of a toss-up. I didn't know who was going to be saved from that group. I kind of assumed that Tia would be in the bottom because her dress was the worst. Ginny's wasn't great. And neither was Astina's, but Astina at least had shape to it, where Ginny's was just two pieces of fabric sewn together in a tube. So I was not sure where it was going, but they send Ginny back safe. And so our bottom two is Astina Mandela and Tia Coffee. And they are doing Don't Start Now by Dua Lipa. Astina has warned us that she is a dancer and a lip syncer. And she did not disappoint. That is what she did in this lip sync. Tia Coffee held her ground. God bless her. She's not a dancer, but she made it comedy and funny and did some weird comedy dance moves. And then the two of them kind of went into it at the end, was like battling it out. It was really, really well done. I will say that I enjoyed Tia Coffee more. Tia Coffee is really, really funny. And to me, that makes a better entertainer. Whereas all that Astina was offering us was that she was dancing. She was dancing extremely well. Don't get me wrong. I just was more entertained by Tia Coffee. And guess what? I'm not the only one that thought so, because Tia Coffee wins the lip sync and Astina Mandela is sent home. I thought they might do a double save because they were both really good lip syncs. And when Tia Coffee was safe, I was like, oh, she's just going to save them both because she's not going to get rid of Astina. And then she sent her packing, and you know who was gagged the most? The girls there in the back. They could not believe it. So we have another really strong queen leaving us this week. Estina leaves, and at the end she says, rude. The same thing she said on the way in. It was really, really perfect. So bravo to you, Estina. I wasn't her biggest fan, but I do not deny her talent either. So she is really, really, she really has a future ahead of her. She's gonna do really well. We'll see her soon. She does her lipstick message, kisses the mirror, and we say goodbye to our third queen. 3 strong queens are gone. This is a strong group of girls, apparently. We're going to get a little bit of drama next week, I think, with Ahura and Tia. Ahura admits to Tia that she talked shit about her during the Untucked this week. We'll see what she actually says, but she basically says Tia should have went home week 1, and they're counting the days for her to be on. So we'll see if that actually comes out or what's said. Next week, we get a morning talk show host challenge, and who else but the one and only Lorraine, the queen of morning talk show in the UK, is going to be there. I don't know if she's going to be doing the challenge with them or coaching them. She's also a guest judge, but I think she might be like interviewing them. And so I don't know if they're going to do characters or if they're going to be themselves or if they're going to be like her co-host. I don't know. Or if they're going to put on their own show and she's just there to like guide them. I don't know, but I'm excited for it. It's called Morning Glories, the name of the show that they're doing. I loved Lorraine on this season last series, which was, I think she was on Snatch Game. And when I was in the UK, we watched her every morning on the telly when we were there. As we were eating our breakfast, we watched her in the Airbnb. So I'm excited to have her back. That is all I have for you on this episode. We said goodbye to Estina, and we crowned Lawrence Chaney this week's winner. Who's going to go home next week? I have no idea. I have not predicted a single one of these eliminations at all. And I will say I had picked Tia Coffee to go home first, but she won me over almost immediately with her humor and wit. And so I am glad that she is still there and I get to enjoy her on my TV. One last thing. If you are around this Saturday, January 30th at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, that is on the East Coast. I am in New York City, for those of you who don't know. I am doing an online drag show. And look, here they are. I am doing I'm doing the whole show, Six the Musical. And these are the 6 queens that you will get to see live. It's not really live. It will be held live. I'm going to be in full drag via Zoom. And so I will be at the beginning, and then we will watch the first 4 numbers that are recorded. I will come back for a little brief intermission. If you need to use the restroom, if you need to get a cocktail, I'll just talk a little bit. We'll come back to the last 5 numbers, and then I'll be back to wrap things up at the end. Again, I will be in full drag. And so you'll get to see that. And it will be better than all of these pictures combined. I guarantee it. I got a new dress. I got a new wig. I'm going to shave my face again, which I don't like to do, but I'm going to do it. Put on a full beat, and we'll be here for literally like an hour because the show is only 45 minutes long. So just me talking for a few minutes before, after, and in between. If you want to come, there's a link in the description below on how to get there. The Zoom link and password are there. Stop by. I'm doing it one time. Because posting it on Facebook or things like that, it does, YouTube tends to take them down for rights, and I could not get the rights to do this. They did not want to give them to me. So I am doing it on my own. It's going to be one time. I'm going to try to post it to my website. I don't know if it'll get taken down from there, but it might be there. It might not. If you can't catch it live, it might be on the website, SASHAYAWAY.com. So if you're not around Saturday, look for it there on sometime Sunday. And maybe if they don't catch on to what it is, it'll stay there forever. We shall see, but please join me if you can. It's free. You don't have to buy anything. You don't have to tip me. It is just to get us out of this funk that we're in. COVID is still around. God bless America. I got my first COVID vaccine shot yesterday. My arm is very, very sore, but I did not get sick. So I am happy about that. And in 4 weeks, I'll be getting the second one. And that is all thanks to my employment. We got it through a government grant that we work with because we deal with face-to-face with the public. So I was on a wait list, they called me and I went in. It was literally a last minute thing and I got it and I'm very happy about getting it. And I hope that you will all get it when you are able to. Until then, not even until then, wear a mask, even after you get the vaccine. It's not a cure, it is a vaccine. So please wear a mask, social distance when possible. Come to this drag show. It is a social distance drag show because we are all going to be virtual. If you don't want your camera on, just turn it off. You don't have to have it on. And if you want to have it on and have a good time, great. I will be in the room at 7:15. I'm going to play some music to get us going. The show is going to start promptly at 7:30. And we will go from there. I hope to see you all. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. And see you around, kids. Bye.